how you feel about it.
Well, remember this. One of the things you have to realize is that when 100 houses come in, yeah, those if those are 100 new people, and you're going to get the tax on those 100 houses, plus you're going to get money from those people in sales tax and everything. But it also costs you money. The water and sewer and fire protection and police protection that you have, that has a price tag to it. So a lot of times you'll bring in a community of 40 houses or 50 houses, and it's break even or lose money. You don't make any money off it.
Hey, 100 houses wouldn't touch what we're talking about, cause you ride around just like me. The caller me, he rides around and looks. They're putting houses on top of houses, and right side by side and everything, and that is a big road there. And these contractors, if they find an empty lot somewhere that they can buy, they'll stick a duplex on it in a minute. And I mean, there's more construction going on right now. And the way I look at it, it's just like Walmart runs the little merchant side of the business, a whole lot of them. You had Holly Hill Mall. That wasn't good enough. They built Alamance Crossing. You saw where that thing went. It went about halfway south. And, you had Sheets come in here and put a lot of little convenience stores probably out, or, lessen their business. Then you're going to take Buc-ee's down here and put that in. That's going to take away from, interstate convenient marts and gas stations, and probably Sheets too. But, I mean, it's growing so fast that it looks like to me all these people that are coming in and moving in this area, the taxes, they ought to at least equal out rather than go up. I think just greed is taking over, because what we see that what somebody else has got, we got to have it too. We got to have it better. So I don't know how you feel about it. I think we're getting a little bit too big for our britches sometimes.
Well, I don't know about that. It's just when you bring in 100 houses, and let's just say they're $250,000 a piece. 100 houses, it brings in about a little over $100,000 in new tax revenue. Well, that's going to cost millions of dollars to provide the water and sewer. So it's just not as simple. It's I am guilty sometimes of trying to make things more simple than it is. It's just there's not that much money that comes in from a new housing project. Sure, you get more money and you hope that you make a little off of it, but it costs almost as much for them to build the houses and infrastructure as it does the money that you're going to get.
Well, you know what else it's going to bring into the area, and people don't think about this, but it's going to bring crime in, because you're going to have people out there that just don't know how to act. It's going to bring crime to the county, and that's not for the best in my opinion. But I guess that goes along with it. But
Yep.
it's you got to weigh everything out and look at several different ways. And these people that just sitting back on these boards and running taxes up and thinking that we're going to come out, ahead because we are Alamance County. But that ain't necessarily the best thing to do. We need to make sure the leaders know exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll let y'all go with that, and
All right.
and let somebody else. And y'all have a good day.
Thank you. Take care. 222-9224. It costs the city and the county money when people build stuff. They're gonna make some money, and hopefully they'll make more in the long run than it costs them, and they usually do. The new people coming in usually get you more money than you spend out, but that's in the long run. It's just some of these things that are being built, and the money that's being spent, it's going to cost the taxpayers a lot with this new building. Sure, you get more people, and you get, with more people comes more tax money. That's the way it works. But it costs an awful lot of money to provide infrastructure for people. And what we need to do, and I've said this over and over again, and it's this is the tax season where people are, saying how much they want to raise your taxes or not raise your taxes. Why not think about what you can cut before you start raising taxes? And I think that that's one of the things that state, local, and federal government doesn't do. They do not look at how they can cut expenses. They're always saying, it's not, nothing's ever going to go down. It always has to go up. And I don't think that that's true. I think if we were looking at the cities and the counties as entities that we have to make sure that we are being efficient, I think that every now and then we're not efficient. And you can look at the budgets and see that we're not being very efficient. And if we were more efficient, we wouldn't have to raise your taxes. We might not lower them, but we wouldn't have to raise them. And I think there's a lot less of that going on than there needs to be. You need to take a look at your budget every year, figure out how you can decrease it and be efficient. How can you do what you do in your department better for less? How can you do that? Figure it out. There's a way to do that. But most of the time, that's the way private businesses do. They look at their departments and see how they can make them more lean and mean. If they can't, in private business, they go on to the next department and see if they can do that. But that's something that you need to do. You need to make sure that you are efficiently spending other people's money. All right, 222-9224. Let me tell you about the Sharp Boys, Brandon and Doug over at Carolina Auto. Are you looking for a new-to-you automobile? Your car's not quite as effective as it used to be. You go out there sometimes and it won't start well. Hey, you need a new-to-you automobile. Well, stop by North Church Street. Pull right there on the lot. They've got vehicles on both sides of the road there on North Church Street. Take a look at all the vehicles. They've got SUVs and pickups and vans and sporty cars, luxury cars, mid-size, full-size, smaller vehicles. Got them on both sides of the road there. Pick out the ones you like best and do a test drive. Before you know it, you could be riding home in your new-to-you automobile from Carolina Auto. Tell them at Carolina Auto, tell Brandon, tell Doug, even talk to Mike there. Tell them that you heard us talking about them on Talkline, 336-227-8537. It's the Sharp Boys. All right, 222-9224. Good morning, you're on Talkline.
Good morning, Mr. Harry.
Hey there.
Yes, sir. This morning I want to pay a tribute to one absolute man of God. His name is James Robison, an evangelist. What I'm going to say may sound just a little bit strange this morning. Therefore, I'm going to say it twice. His mother permitted him to enter this world. His mother permitted him to enter this world. You see, she was a rape victim. But the thought of having her baby to be aborted would not be the option that she would choose. Now, as I continue to share the background of James Robison this morning, I want to ask the audience to think of what the world would have missed if his mother had made a different decision. As soon as he was born in a charity ward at Houston Hospital, his biological mother placed an ad in the newspaper asking that a Christian couple take care of her son. Robinson was adopted by H.D. Hale and his wife, who raised him up the first 5 years of his life, and then when he was 5 years old, his biological mother came to get him. They moved to Austin, Texas for 10 years, and while in high school, Robinson felt that God had called him to be an evangelist, and he began preaching the gospel. He met his wife, Betty, and they were married in 1963, and he continued building his ministry. At the urging of Billy Graham, Robinson founded the James Robison Evangelical Association in 1967. He preached in over 600 citywide evangelical crusades that attended by more than 20 million people and personally inspired religious, political, and social leaders. He became one of the most popular evangelists in America. He drew 25,000 to a crusade in Mobile, Alabama, and 300,000 to the National Mall in Washington, D.C. In August 1980, he delivered a landmark address at the National Affairs briefing in Dallas. U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, who at the time served as Robinson's communications director, later said that that rally was the genesis of the moral majority movement that would eventually be started by Jerry Falwell. Presidential candidate Ronald Reagan used the event to appeal to religious conservatives, telling the gathered ministers and religious leaders that he knew that they could not endorse him, but he said, "I want you to know that I endorse you and what you're doing." And then there's former President George W. Bush. He met with Robinson on numerous occasions to discuss running for president. And during one such meeting when Bush was governor of Texas, he confided to Robinson. He said, "You know, I feel that God wants me to run for president. I can't explain it, but I sense my country is going to need me." Spreading the gospel in 1995, Robinson and his wife Betty launched the Life Today program broadcast. It's on Trinity Broadcasting Network and Daystar Television. He wrote numerous books where he shared his faith and ministry. When I think of James Robinson, I will never forget that this is a man who also ministered to the poor in Africa, that included drilling wells there. That's because he had walked among the graves of children who died in Africa because their only source of water was to go to a creek or other infested source. The ministry of James Robinson has served the lives of over 23, I'm talking about saved the lives of over 23 million children in Africa. And other ministries involve helping human trafficking victims throughout Africa. I'm sorry to report this morning that James Robinson passed away several weeks ago at the age of 82. This life I've shared this morning would have never existed if his biological mother had had him aborted. Oh, how they love to play God. How the leftist liberals who call themselves progressives, how they love to play God to decide who's going to live and who's going to die. How they love to tell us that a baby that is a result of rape should be denied entry into the United States, but at the same time they will tell you that illegal immigrants are welcome to enter and bring their babies with them. Oh, how they love to play God and call out a name and tell us that person is not a Christian. But those who play God will never tell us that less than 1%, ladies and gentlemen, less than 1% of abortions take place because of rape. And yet the leftist liberals use this as a convenient excuse for the destruction of innocent babies. Then there's the liberal who will tell us, oh, I'm against abortion, and yet he stands up for presidential candidate who promotes the destruction of babies. A classic example of one who tries to make wrong right and make right wrong. You can't have it both ways. Jesus Christ says you're either for me or you're against me, and when one harms a child in any way, you are against me. And that James Robinson has arrived in heaven. He is now among so many who came to Christ as a result of being in one of his crusades, and therefore, because of James Robinson, they're not burning in the eternal flames of hell today. So I'm going to end my conversation this morning with a question. A question. It's a question for anyone who listens to Talkline who supports the sin of abortion. In the case of James Robinson, will you say this morning on this program that his mother should have had him destroyed through abortion because she was a rape victim? And well, now they're not about to answer that question. We understand that. They just continue to provide all of their excuses for supporting this sin because they don't respect life. And when such a question is asked, they respond straight out of the liberal playbook. They either change the subject, or they run for the woods, for whatever, or either they'll attack, just like the one who threw out his blistering attack yesterday on Franklin Graham. Have a wonderful day, Mr. Harry, and thank you for the opportunity to share the story of James Robinson. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. 222-9224. 222-9224. Let me tell you about a carpet's dream, carpet cleaning. The Des Brooks and his family started that company back in 2003.
I have sit and listened to you, Jim Hossett, for a long time. You and your fake ass gospel. You take that damn gospel and stick it up your goddamn ass backwards. Tell the damn truth about the gospel. Religion ain't done nothing but messed up and divided all these people. With y'all's fake ass gospel. You stole the Savior's name. His name is not Jesus. Jesus stands for Joint European Slave Unionship, you damn fool. And we know the truth, so you can take your damn lies and stick it where the sun don't shine. What did you do with all the babies that was on the Joint European Slave Union ship? Y'all sold them over in the ocean. So shut up about babies. And people trying to destroy babies. Go to hell with y'all shit ass damn lies. Y'all can't tell no damn truth, you goddamn demons.
Heard us talking about him on Talk Line.
This is Alan. I'm privileged to serve our county for 25 years as a prosecutor, but my commitment to Alamance County runs deeper. I was born and raised here, educated here, and have been blessed to live the American dream with my own family right here. I've built a career of service dedicated to making our county safer, and it would be an honor to continue serving you. I'm asking for your vote for my re-election as District Attorney on November 3rd. Thank you.
Paid for by Sean Boone for District Attorney. Jim Brunson with Triad Retirement Group.
I'll tell you about Graham Sporting Goods. You heard us talking about them on Talk Line. Hey there, how are you?
Hey, my grandson's trying to talk to me.
Well, they put their grandson on. We'll talk to him. Hey, we don't mind.
Yeah. Hey, he don't have any preference who he talks to. He'll talk to anybody.
There you go. All right.
Hey, we got a problem. See if we can help the public out. You know, our yard sellers have got moved from the Western Electric old parking lot and around Johnny's over at Western Steakhouse. Johnny had to get them out. They didn't crowd it up there, and he couldn't get people in for the evening meal. So Saturdays they don't have a place to go. So, you know, when they closed Buckhorn, everybody took off in different directions, and they're trying to come back together so people could get together and try to find them a place. These are just everyday people like me, you trying to sell stuff they got in the house. You know, everybody's trying to do the same thing. So they're set up down around Compark Plaza now. I don't know how long that's going to last before they move them out of Compark Plaza, but it's kind of a problem, and it's not a problem, but it's, you know, they're just everyday people like me. You're trying to move a little stuff, make a little spending money, you know.
Well, where happened to right down the street there from Compark Plaza? There was a little place where they had, you know, people could sell stuff down the road just a little bit from there.
Yeah, that was a nice place. They tore that down.
Oh, okay.
Somehow the guy that owned it had got in trouble somehow or another, and they closed it down. Had nice shelter out there and everything. They tore it down.
You know, there's another one. There's another one between there and Mebane. You go on Highway 70 toward Mebane. There's a small one right there on the side of the road that has little pavilions there, and you know, I think that's a nice little place there.
Well, you know, the people that purchased the land there at Buckhorn, they hadn't used that for anything yet. And I know Orange County was glad to get rid of the flea market. They tried to get them out. They legally couldn't do it. I think some lawyers were backing the people that owned the land. But anyhow, they sold it supposedly and used it on it, you know, and the company hadn't come in and used it. So, but they'll never get another flea market down because Orange County was just tickled when they moved all of them out. So I don't know where the people can go. It's something we bring out to not only the public, but the city of Burlington or city of Graham. Somebody's got a piece of tracker thing that they can use. And these are good people. These are everyday people just like me or you. And they're not trying to harm anything. They're just taking up space, and they're using that area right there at Compark Plaza at the edge of the road there. And I don't know how long they're going to let them do that before it starts tying up traffic.
Sure.
So I just wanted to throw that out there and see what your comments, other people's comments were.
All right. Well, you know, I think there are a lot of places that would be a good business for somebody to get into. If they got a little piece of land, you know, they'd like to have people come over there, they can make a little money doing that. I think it'll be a good idea. Maybe some people will hear it and think about it.
Yeah, I think they tried one in Green Level, and the guys, I think, didn't approve it. So I think they didn't want it in their area, so they didn't approve it. You know, things come with the flea market people that really goes everywhere with trash or anything. You've got problems with people dealing with the wrong kind of items and this, that, and other, and that always follows. You know, it follows, trouble follows everywhere. You know, so.
Might be a good thing for one of the city park and recreation departments to think about doing. Might be a good idea.
Oh yeah,
they got land.
I'm hoping somebody's listening this morning that has something to do, or can pass the word along and got a little bit of pull there could help the people out. So I just wanted to bring it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your call.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You take care.
I want to let that guy know that was talking about the land and stuff and going on a couple. Listen, now I'm not saying that he was criticizing nothing I said. I'm saying this. I'm not talking about taxes. I'm not talking about land. I'm talking about God. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you people are talking about taxes and this and that and going on. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the rules of God. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not in your line. I'm talking about God. I'm not talking about Jim's talking about abortions. I'm talking about God. Listen, regardless to what Jim says, you or any of your people or anything else, the thing about the abortions and thing is the women. Regardless to what you say, it's a woman that has an abortion. I asked Jim how many abortions have he had. How many young ones have he laid down with and had a baby? He can't have no baby. It's the woman. You understand what I'm saying? This is just like when you drop these bombs on these people over in other countries. Once that bomb is released, it's you that done it. You see what I'm saying? This is the way God sees things. The same way I see it. You see what I'm saying? You need to stop talking about taxes and things and go to talking about these people. This is the reason I'm talking about these apartments. You're stacking people together from one end to the other, from Hillsborough to Burlington to Greensboro, stacked up like pancakes. Different families, different nationality of people and things. This gonna bring trouble. You see what I'm saying? This is gonna have fights and diseases and things just staying on top of each other, and ain't nothing you can do about it. This is the work of Satan. This AI is the work of Satan. You understand what I'm saying? You see, your people don't understand who God is, and you don't understand who Satan is. Satan is a spirit just like God. Wrong. Well, the difference is God is right and Satan is wrong. Do you read the Bible? I wonder, do Jim read the Bible? Or is he just coming up with what he thinks? You understand what I'm saying? I know what's in the Bible. See what I'm saying? I know why the woman has a child. Because God said, you shall bring children in this world in great sorrow for what you done. He's talking to the woman. God Almighty is talking to her. And he said to the man the same thing. He punished him and said to him, you shall earn your living by the sweat of your brow. Never since then did God spoke to these man has been trying to duck work. You see what I'm saying? But you will come to no good over it. You can do all you want to do with your police officers and everything else and ride all it. A rocket just blowed up with you. You're messing with. You understand? It's going to blow up with you people in it. Listen, you're going to stay out of God's kingdom up in the heavens. I'm going to fix a place for you in the heavens. This is what God says. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna find God's kingdom, and you're not gonna find no more people on Mars. Nowhere else. There is no more people. He put you here and throwed you out the kingdom for the sin that the woman done in the Garden of Eden, and she gave to her husband, and the stupid thing done the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? Just like Moses. Moses said himself, don't you hear the cry of my people? And God said, yes, I do, and I'm going to send you to deliver them. Do Jim preach this? He preaches of abortion and things, and the abortion is coming from the woman. And listen, if somebody rapes a woman like he's talking about, and this do not make the man God. You see what I'm saying? He's just a rape victim, and that's all. You understand what I'm saying? Another man. Don't make him special or nothing else. To be special in God's kingdom, you got to be somebody that God wants you to be special. You can't be God. You understand what I'm saying? You're making all these trains and things and airplanes. God put nations and things and put seas and things upon you to keep you apart, and you made airplanes, you made boats and things. This is the reason you brought the slaves from Africa. God didn't have nothing to do with that. It's you. It's you, the people that's doing these things right now. See, it's not got nothing to do with God. It's your wickedness. It's what you're doing. Listen, you can say what you want to. I'll die and might not see it, but God is going to punish you people for what you're doing, listening to Satan. This is the reason that you're making these apartments and things, like I told you, with 5 or 6 families on top of each other. See, you can't see it because you're stupid to God's nation. You see what I'm saying? And listen, and this is going to take you to hell. You understand what I'm saying? It's already hell. Your pickleball courses and you're celebrating Christmas and stuff going down a road with asphalt over half of the nation where covered up the land of God. You can't see this, you dummies. You understand what I'm saying? You're catching hell now. You got all kind of diseases and things. 2 or 3 new ones done come up here lately and going on. This is the work of Satan, you fools. You say this is what it says in the Bible. Don't call your brother a fool without a cause. I got so many causes that you ain't nothing but a D-fool. You understand what I'm saying? Now have a good morning.
All right, 222-9224. We've got 19 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let me tell you about the folks over there at Southbound Sandwich Works. Southbound Sandwich Works, 3328 South Church Street in Burlington. That's in the Correct Time Plaza. They've got great soup, salad, and sandwich for the whole family. It's a great family restaurant. Bring the whole family by. They also have hot dogs, all beef hot dogs with Hershey's barbecue, slaw, and chili. They've also got baked potatoes and taco salad. But if you want a great sandwich, you can build a sandwich yourself. Build it like you want it, with only the highest quality meats and cheeses and breads. They also have soup made fresh every day that you can take home in pints and quarts if you want to. They've got loaded potato and tomato bisque, vegetable beef, chili bean, French onion. They've got great salads that are fresh and crisp. The Depot salad, your grilled cheese sandwich, your half ham and cheese sub, or half turkey and cheese sub. Maybe you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All that with your choice of potato chips or fruit. Now, they're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. until 3. It's Southbound Sandwich Works. Tell them that you heard us talking about them on Talkline. All right, 222-9224.
About him yesterday, and the person was talking about how rude they thought he was and mean he was and this, that, and other. I said that he reminds me of this. There was this old Baptist preacher that my grandmother used to take me to his church. This was probably the late 70s. And he scared me. And my grandmother used to, I was talking to my grandma about, she said the only thing he's doing is preaching the Bible. And she said the Bible shouldn't scare you. That's what he's doing. You can say his deliverance, or you can talk about he could say it in a different way, but the question is he preaching the Bible? Is he standing on the word? And the answer is yes. And that offends people when he says, you people. Because he's stepping on toes, as my grandma used to say. He's stepping on your toes. And when he says that, he lots to say about California, he said, watch California, but to me, that's a metaphor for the whole country. Because the whole country's had setback, and the Bible warns us about watching evil and making excuses for evil. The Bible tells us you're a part of that, and you will suffer for that. And Donald Trump is evil. It's evil. There was a new redacted post that said in the FBI file, this station or Fox, where he is one of the victims says that he had sex with her, and she was not the other little 13-year-old girl, but another. And his name is in that file saying that. And we were told on this station, we were nothing. The FBI files were nothing. A person on the throne, who's third in line on the throne of England, has been kicked out of that lineage, has been kicked out of royal lodges because of his association. Prince Andrew was arrested because of his association. You had the Prime Minister of Norway that resigned and tried to commit suicide because of his connection to Epstein. People all over in high positions of power, except in the United States. We were told that one person who was a so-called Democrat, Allen, the attorney, said that Donald Trump, I was told that he said that Donald Trump was innocent. Well, one, he was Donald Trump attorney, and number two, when the files came out, found out that he was messing with little girls as well. And then when he was asked about it, he said, "Yeah, I got massages from there, but I kept my underwear on." Well, first of all, you get a massage by a 13-year-old girl with all your clothes on is unsettling to me. How many people that call this station that defends Donald Trump would allow their 13-year-old daughter or their 13-year-old granddaughter to give a massage to grown men in their underwear or fully clothed? You will regurgitate on that, but because Donald Trump's name is associated with this, it's all right. When Bill Clinton wanted to we want to know if Bill Clinton's name is in those files. That what we need to know. But we found out that Donald Trump flew on that same plane 7 times. We don't want to hear about it no more. So it made me think when it's me yesterday, got off the phone, and you said, I want everybody to do right. I want everybody to just, do right. And I got something to say about that. Before I get to that final statement, what we haven't heard and is not going to hear, that 50,000 of our attorneys and our government attorneys walked off the job. The one that's accused was trying to prosecute for Comey has resigned because they cannot do their job and do their oath under this administration. That puts us at risk. You're not going to hear that the New York Daily, I believe it is, there's 3 newspapers in New York, New York Times, of course, and the Post, and the New York Daily, wrote an article saying that the Trump family is compared to the Gambino family for all the crimes they have done. Now you say, well, that's a liberal paper. Well, first of all, it's not. And just like it's me, regardless of what you think he is he telling the truth? Is he, as a journalist, is the article factual? But the Wall Street Journal also wrote an article calling the Trump administration the most corrupt administration, and it lists all the corruption. You're not going to hear that on this station. You're not going to hear the fact, you don't question the fact that if you suing yourself for $10 billion and you settle with yourself for $1 billion And then we say, well, he doesn't take a salary. Well, he has amassed over $3 million for this year. He has done over 3,700 trades. All of them have made money. Brokers, Jim Cramey on CNBC, who was a Trump accolade, he can't explain it. He's tongue-tied. But they don't condemn it. They don't condemn it. Just like people on this station. They don't condemn the very things they would condemn Obama and Biden for, with gas and things. They don't condemn Trump for these things. And these things continue to happen. Ain't nobody question the fact that, okay, well, let's just say that assuming the IRS was okay that you did and you settled with them, but why would you need the IRS to absolve you from all previous tax returns for you and your corporation that ever filed for any wrongdoing? They can never come after you. Why would you need that if you haven't did something illegal in those tax returns? Nobody has questioned the $700 million contract that a golf management company, the Trump children had a golf management company, and now they get a $700 million grant from the Pentagon for drones. Nobody is questioning that. And where's the information that in 2022, I believe, Biden was president, and we're told that this guy found out about all this fraud. He took a camera and found out about this fraud about a year ago. The head of that Somali, which is a white lady, was convicted in 2024 by the Biden administration, along with 47 other people who were Somalis. That may make some people feel better since they're Somali. So that happened before Biden left office. And we talk about Medicaid fraud. That was $250 million. What about the $1.2 billion that this one guy who got 20 years for stealing money from Medicaid and Medicare fraud, committed that fraud, and he got sentenced to 20 years, but Trump he only did 14 months when Trump gave him a pardon, and then he conveniently went into business with Trump's sons. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. So it gets me back to, well, let me say this last thing. Mm-hmm. It gets me back to what you said. Mm-hmm. You said that you want everybody to do right. And here's what I want to say to you. You want everybody to do right when it's a Democrat. But Republicans, you get passes to.
No, not at all.
Yes, sir. Y'all are some hypocrites. Y'all ain't nothing but some damn sorry ass, evil, demonic hypocrites. And your day is coming, because all you got is this world. When you leave this world, you don't have no home, you sorry ass motherfuckers. You ain't nothing but liars and hypocrites and murderers.
When your little hope is gone, don't fall in despair. Just remember God, He's standing there. And when the winds of destruction are blowing, 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 blowing. The winds are blowing. Won't you look up and see my God? Oh
dime. I couldn't tell nobody but the Lord. He heard my plea and came to see about me. He's been my all and my all. I'm gonna start the triumph of this my journey now. I'll make it if I come and roll When days are dark, cloudy in the sky, hold on and learn to stretch out. Keep on fasting, keep on praying, hold on and learn to stretch out. Oh, the race wasn't given to the swift, nor was it given to the strong, but to him that endureth to the end. Stretch out. When trouble comes, storms begin to rise. Hold on and learn to stretch out. Well, keep on fasting, keep on praying. Hold on and learn to stretch out. Let's listen to the choir sing it. Come on, let's give some praise and learn to wait on the Lord and stretch out. Oh, stretch out.
Everybody, y'all know it. When days are dark, have no time. I'll hold on and learn to. Well, you just keep on praying, keep
it, Lynette. Sing it, girl. That Lynette Hawkins, woo, that girl is a singing girl. Come on, Lynette.
Everywhere I go, there's an angel there. There's an angel there. Everywhere I go, there's an angel there. There's an angel there. Everywhere I go, there's an angel there. There's an angel there. Ooh, 'cause my God, He never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. He'll never leave me alone. He never leaves me alone. Everywhere I turn, there's an angel there. There's an angel there. Everywhere I turn, there's an angel there. There's an angel there. Everywhere I turn, there's an angel there. There's an angel there. Ooh, 'cause my God, He never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. He'll never leave me alone. He never leaves me alone. All around my home, there are angels there. There are angels there. All around my home, there are angels there. There are angels there. All around my home, there are angels there. There are angels there. alone. He never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. Never leave me alone. Never leave me alone. Never leaves me alone. Never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. He'll never leave 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 me alone. He never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. He'll never leave me alone. He'll never leave me alone.
So I don't understand how come they get special attention, don't nobody else get to talk for 10, 15 minutes.
That's all Michael talked. Don't shut up. You can't take the truth.
Have a good day.
All right,
They can't take the truth. Oh, sorry ass people.